This is our chief spray painter. So for all of you, when you send us fancy stripes and designs, this is Rotini, and he does our spray painting and marks your different stripes or your lines or your bands or everything. So Rotini's been working in this game probably for over 20 years now. He originally started me when I started the business way back in the year before 2000. He started, I think, in the year 2000, and he left me for a while and went shopping with his wife. I don't know where he went, but then he's back now, and he's an integral part of our team, making sure that you get lovely, pretty looking colors and stripes on your ski. So Musa is he's our chief laminator. He does all our tabbing and everything. So after the process of spraying, when we come to our fiberglass tabbing, and Musa's in charge of making sure we do the tabbing and all the bits and pieces around the kayak before we do the vacuum molding. This is Vincent. Vincent's in charge of our vacuum bagging and vacuum molding, which is obviously a process we've developed over the last 20-something years. And he's in charge of laying the materials and obviously operating the vacuum system that we do. I've known Vincent for probably 30 years now. His mom, was it your mom? Was your mom that worked for me? Yeah. His mom worked for me when I was growing up in our house. And then Vincent started working for me when we were originally in Pinetown, 1997 or 98. So he's been around for a long time. He's like a piece of the furniture. This is Pierre. Pierre is in charge of joining your kayak. So he gets all the pieces, like a puzzle pieces that we make, and he puts all the puzzle pieces together. And then he takes it across and he joins the two components together. Pierre has been around, like I said, for about 11 years now, so hopefully he knows what he's doing. You still remember what you do every day? Yeah. Yeah, you sure? Yeah, so Pierre is in charge of all your joining and joining together, and it's, like I say, every guy in our team is an important part to make sure that what we produce at the end of the kayak is a good end result. And funny enough, putting the components inside the ski before you join it is one of the most important things, because once it's joined, it's very hard to do anything afterwards. So yeah, he's a strong part of our team. So this is Mtoko. Mtoko's in charge of doing your seam. So what some people refer to as your tape edge or your seam line or your join. After Pierre's joined the kayak, Mtoko comes along and he grinds and he puts your seam and he sands it and paints the final color and obviously makes the striping around the outside look neat and pretty. So that's Mtoko's job. Mtoko's been working for me for 15 years. So it's making me feel old. But yeah, he's an important part of the team and one of the guys we can rely on to make sure that your seam and tape edge is done the right way. This is our good man, Robert. Robert, how long have you been working for me?
8 years.
8 years? Longer than Innocent?
Yeah.
You come first?
I come first.
Oh, and Robert's been around for longer than Innocent. Robert's always been involved in assembling the kayaks, so putting the components on. So obviously once we've got the kayaks from the guys who've joined and some of the guys who put the seam, it comes to Robert where he'll polish them. And then he'll put all the fittings on, making sure that everything works on the kayak, and then from Robert we'll take it obviously and pack it and send it. So Robert's job is he's in charge of assembly. He now has an able helper over there, Jacob. So Jacob and Robert make up our team of what we call assemblers, which we assemble all the components on your kayak. Thank you, guys. Rasta. We call him Rasta. Why do we call you Rasta? Huh? Because he's got the dreadlocks. So Rasta started us when we moved here to Tongat, and he comes from a paddle beating background, and obviously he's very heavily involved in now helping me develop all the new products. So if we've CNC cut or we've developing something, we'll bring it across. Rasta will finish and sand, and he helps us produce a new product. So what we're actually doing right now is we're working on an internal box for one of our other kayaks. So it's a different, well, not different, but it's just a new mold for an existing fishing kayak. And then right here under my hand is the latest project that we're working on that Rust has been involved in, and this is our new double fisher that'll be coming out in November, and this is basically a revamp of your duo fishing kayak, and now has a live well and all sorts of things, but that's another video that we'll touch on later. So yeah, Rust is one of our new acquisitions here as we've grown over the last few years, and he's involved in what we would call mold preparation, mold work and design. Aubrey, hey, Aubrey?
Hi.
Hello, Aubrey. And Aubrey, what we've done is Aubrey also came along when Rasta came, and we're now teaching Aubrey to take control of all your grinding of your components. So everything, he'll get you your hatch lids, your rudders, any components that you put onto the kayaks. Aubrey will grind and sand and keep them, and then he gives them to the assemblers who will assemble onto the kayak. So yeah, he's involved in the grinding thing, and of course he also helps in other parts of the factory where we do some cleaning on helping lifting, clamping molds, joining things. So he helps wherever we can. Okay, this is Wesley. Wesley's our latest addition to Stealth. Wes comes from a boating background, so we've dragged him in to help us develop and revamp and work on our power fisher range. So over the next few months, be heavily involved in obviously doing a lot of changes and improving and obviously making sure that the guys who love our power fishers get them on time, so no delays like we've had. So yeah, Wes is our new team. We're proud to have him on board, and hopefully over the next couple of months you can see a few new nifty changes and upgrades to our power fisher range. So this is Innocent. Innocent, how long have you been working for me now?
6 years.
6 years? 6 years, that's a long time, huh? Innocent, over the years, has been working in our parts department, so he makes your hatch lids, your rudders, the covers for your live well, your little footwell drains, and then also he's involved in helping me pack and check your kayaks before we wrap them and send them. So Innocent's been around for a while, and obviously we've developed lots of stuff together, and he continues to make, most importantly, all the bits and pieces that allows us to finish your kayak. Another important part of our team, of course, is Dylan and Lynx. Dylan and Lynx are involved in making all our accessories and everything you see. So like what most people don't understand is if you look at a kayak, even from the handles to the foot straps, everything that you see that is sewn on our kayak, we do in-house, and Dylan's in charge of it and also helps develop or change things or make things better or adjust things as we go along. So Dylan, been around for a long time, and he's our main sewing man along with his dad Lynx. He's also been around for many, many years. So yeah, proud members of our team. This is Pierre. Pierre, how long have you been involved in fishing kayaks?
Probably about 18, 20 years now, Brett, since I moved down to the coast.
You're from inland?
Inland, right? Yeah.
Where?
Howick.
Maritzburg, Howick. It's not that far inland, so it's not a valley. But anyway, Pierre's our latest addition to the accessories range. So over the next few months and hopefully the next few years, we're going to be developing a lot more accessories for the guys in our fishing kayaks. And he's in charge of making sure that we pack and deliver all the accessories and everything to all our customers and make sure everybody gets things on time. So if you don't get your accessories on time, you can phone Pierre, not me. But yeah, it's more serious. Yeah, we're putting a lot of time and effort over the next few months and next few years to develop our range of accessories. Hopefully we're bringing in some clothing and some other things into the range. So yeah, it's an exciting new addition to our team, and we're very happy to have him on board.
Sounds exciting to be here. As you can see, the board is full of orders and trying to get all of those things out on time. Pressure's always on.
That's it. Shot, buddy.
Thanks.
So everybody here in South Africa will know Marcus, because he is the greatest kayak fisherman around.
Nah, I'll just catch one or two fish.
No, on a serious note, Marcus has been involved with me for
12 years.
only 12. I thought it was longer than that.
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously Marcus has been a passionate fisherman, gets distracted by any fish that jumps out the ocean. And more importantly, a lot of guys don't understand how Marcus fits into the picture. He's always been a part of the team with me, and because he runs his own business, which is guided safaris, where he takes guys fishing on boats, takes guys fishing on kayaks, just shows the guys how to catch fish, obviously puts the guys onto the fish. So Marcus is involved where he helps in sales, behind the scenes, outside of the factory. So yeah, he looks after outside sales, and he'll go and visit people and obviously take guys on demos. So he's your man in South Africa to speak to you when you want to go paddling or go on the water. And of course, for the guys overseas, now you know where Marcus fits in. And when we start doing our trips, this is your guide, not me.
And I'm the crash test dummy for stuff.
Yes. No, most importantly, that's actually very true. One of the things we try and do is when you want to test something, even if it's behind the scenes or even if it's a new product, I'll often leave Marcus with it for a couple of days, and he'll be able to tell us what works, what doesn't work, what might need to be changed, or if we have an issue, we try and solve the issue together. So yeah, that is an important part of our team too.